It was a rainy night in the city, the kind that makes you feel like the world's gone gray and all the colors have been drained away. I was nursing a whiskey in my dimly lit office, the kind of place where shadows creep and secrets linger like stale smoke. The neon lights flickered outside, casting a sickly glow that barely illuminated the dust motes dancing in the air. That's when she walked in. She had legs that went on for miles and a smile that could melt the coldest heart. But I knew better than to trust a dame with a grin like that. Her name was Carol, and she had a problem. Not just any problem, mind you, but one that had the potential to turn my world upside down. She was a widow, a single mother with 3 kids, and she was looking for help. Trouble was, she wasn't the only one in the picture. There was another family involved, a gang of boys who were just as wild as the streets outside. They called themselves the Brady boys, Greg, Peter, and Bobby. I leaned back in my chair, swirling the whiskey in my glass. "What's the catch, sweetheart?" I asked, my voice gravelly from too many late nights and too many secrets. She bit her lip, a nervous habit that didn't escape my notice. "It's my husband," she said, her voice trembling like a leaf in the wind. "He's been gone for years, but now I think he's back." I raised an eyebrow. "So you're telling me the ghost of Mr. Carroll is haunting your happy home? What's he want, a piece of the action?" She shook her head, her blonde hair catching the light like a halo. "No, it's not like that. He's got a new family, a new life, and I'm afraid he's going to come after the kids." I leaned forward, intrigued. The plot thickened like the fog rolling in off the bay. "What's the angle? You want me to play babysitter for your brood while you deal with your ex? Or is it something more sinister?" Her eyes widened, and I could see the fear etched in her features. "I just want to keep my kids safe. They don't know him, and I don't want them to. He's dangerous, Mike. He always was." I took a long swig of my drink, letting the amber liquid burn its way down my throat. "Dangerous, huh? I've dealt with my fair share of lowlifes, but I've never tangled with a ghost before." She leaned closer, her voice dropping to a whisper. "I need you to find him. I need to know what he's planning. I can't let him ruin my life again." I studied her, the desperation in her eyes pulling me in like a moth to a flame. "All right, Carol. I'll take the case, but I'm not promising a happy ending. This city is full of shadows, and sometimes the light can't reach the darkest corners." She nodded, relief washing over her like a summer rain. "Thank you, Mike. I knew you were the right man for the job." As she turned to leave, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was stepping into a trap of my own making. The Brady boys were a wild bunch, and I didn't know what kind of trouble I was getting into. But one thing was for sure: when you mix a broken family with a vengeful ghost, it's bound to end in chaos. I watched her go, the door clicking shut behind her, and I knew I was in for a long night. The rain kept falling, the city kept breathing, and somewhere out there a man was waiting to make his move. I just hoped I'd be ready when he did.